Today, I'm talking about 6 things we need to stop doing on social media. And because I like to keep things positive, I'm also going to give you 6 things that you should be doing or that you should be keeping on doing on social media. But that is what we're talking about on episode 91. Welcome. Hey, welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Gonna dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small.
Hey there, my fabulous listener. Welcome to episode 91 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. Thank you, as always, for lending me your ears today. I know you have lots of choices out there, and I really do appreciate you making me one of them. If you're a first-time listener, then super welcome to you. If you're a regular listener, then super welcome to you. I'm so happy to have you back here chatting to me all about 6 things that you shouldn't be doing on social media and 6 things that you should be doing. I'm, of course, the host, Jen Donovan, and it's my job via this podcast and social media and pretty much everywhere else I hang out to make your business life simpler. I'm a thought leader when it comes to marketing here in Australia and a marketing strategist for small business. Basically, I know the business can be lonely and hard and complicated, and look, it's rarely easy, but my philosophy is it should be simple, or at least simpler, and that's why that's my commitment to you here on the so-named Small Business Made Simple podcast. One of the ways that I can make your life a little bit simpler is if you would like to come and join my group, the Like-Minded Business Owners on Facebook. It's a fabulous place to hang out with other like-minded business owners. It's a really active group, and you will just get so much joy from being in there. And also, it's a great way to network online as well. You can join the group by simply going to Facebook and putting in like-minded business owners, or of course, come to the show notes at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/91. This episode is sponsored by the next round of my 6-week mastermind program. If you've been on the fence and thinking that you might like to join the program, I can tell you that there is about 2 spots left in the program. I'm only taking 8. So if you want results like Anne, who says it's the best investment she's made in her marketing, she loved the 6-week mastermind, learnt so much, and came away each week inspired with clear direction. It was exactly what she signed up for. Or perhaps you need some clarity like Joe, who said she's come so far in 6 weeks. I cannot believe how much I've learned and how much I've changed both my thinking and in my business in just 6 weeks. Keen to keep going, Jen. Thanks. So if they're the types of things that you would like to move inside your business and invest in your business, then maybe my 6-week mastermind program might be just for you. It's got a beautiful community who will support you and a mentor like me who does get you and does get your business and will push you and will also call you on your BS. But if you're keen to learn more, you can reach out to me at jen@jendonovan.com.au or head to the website to find out all the details. It's bit.ly/mastermind with Jen. As I've mentioned a couple of times this episode, we are talking about 6 things to stop doing on social media. But because I'm such a positive person, I'm throwing in 6 things to keep doing or start doing as well. So let's start with the don'ts. Don't post and ghost. If you're going to post on social media, even if you are scheduling posts on social media, make sure you are spending time on the platforms engaging, responding to comments, establishing connections, engaging and educating, building trust, and differentiating yourself as the expert in your field. Quite frankly, if you want the algorithm to love you, you need to give it some love back. So even if you are scheduling or even if you don't have time, just when you're posting, make sure that you are I guess, spending 5, 10, 15 minutes a day doing some socializing on social media. Number 2, don't use canned responses. Be authentic. Say it like you would at a barbecue. On LinkedIn, for instance, don't just send a connection message. Make sure you send a personalized message with it. And when responding to comments on any platform, respond back with maybe a conversation starter if it's appropriate, or just respond back with grace. Responding back with a couple of emojis, unless you really know this person, isn't really a response. It's kind of like a, yeah, thanks for that, but I really don't have time to write proper words for you. We're all getting pretty smart and can smell an unauthentic rat these days. So just be you. It's actually your secret weapon for standing out in a crowded marketplace. Number 3, don't expect every one of your connections to come through or come from social media. Get off the platform and do some other networking. Get off the platform and do some email marketing and provide some value. Get on podcasts. Start your own. Not every one of your leads will come from social media, so stop expecting them to. Give them some marketing alternatives to get to know you, to get to trust you, to get to like you, and to get to learn what you can do for them. Like, what have you got for sale for them? Just stop expecting everyone to come through a social media channel. Number 4, don't hide behind your brand. If you are the person who answers the phone, sends the email, or writes the social media post, then you, my friend, need to introduce yourself to the world. In my 30-day marketing and social media challenge, which actually the next round starts in October, we spend 1 full week of the challenge making you come out from behind your brand. I promise you it works miracles, but it does take work. Again, you are your own secret weapon, so start using it. Don't go alone. Surround yourself with amazing people who will challenge you, push you, and celebrate with you. Get yourself a mentor, paid or unpaid, someone that you will maybe never meet, or perhaps a strategic coach or a mentor who you can actually, see online as well. What's that old saying? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This is the number 1 thing that I would credit propelling me to the business success I have today. A good mentor and a freaking fabulous community of people around you. I kid you not, it is the number 1 thing that has helped me grow my business. Last one of the don'ts, and it's kind of a pet hate of mine. And I think because there's so much of it around at the moment that it's really on front of mind for me. But it's don't get involved in these Instagram follow for a follow. They're kind of like chain letters of 2020. It could ruin all your hard work, confuse the algorithm, and then the algorithm literally has no idea who you are or what content you want to see, or worse still, who to serve your content to. So remember, it's not all about the numbers. It's not a numbers game. I'd rather have 500 followers who always comment and engage and buy, because let's not forget, we're on social media at the end of the day to sell or to earn money. It's part of our marketing strategy. But I would rather 500 of those than 100,000 followers who don't buy, who never engage, and who never comment. Some numbers in our business are just vanity numbers. So don't get involved in a follow for a follow chain letter crap style stuff, okay? Unless they are your absolute target market, every single one of them, and unless they are people that you would genuinely follow anyway, it's just that they've all come to you at once, then don't do it. It's just a no-no. So So that was kind of a whole heap of negativity all rolled into one. And I don't like much negativity. So let's start on the positive. Let's think of some do's for social media. Maybe some of them you need to start doing, or maybe some of these you need to keep doing. The first one, do go back and strengthen your social media profiles. Have a look at the bio pics. Are they you? Are they really you? Like, if I saw them, would I recognize you? Or are they you 10 years ago, 20 years ago with different color hair? Look at your cover photo. And I guess I'm talking Facebook and LinkedIn here. A picture paints 1,000 words. So what does yours say? And also go back and fill in all the gaps, all the bio part and all the about you and that sort of thing on all the different platforms. Make sure that they are all up to date, and maybe have a reread of what you've written in the bios and what you've written in the about you pages. Is it still what you want the world to know about you? And try and answer these two questions. What do you want to be famous for? And why should I choose you over everybody who does what you do? Why should I choose you? The second do post regular content. Position yourself as a thought leader in your industry or in your space. Remember the 3 E's, which of course were educate, entertain, and engage with value. And of course, I talked about the 3 E's on episode 13 of this podcast, which can be found at socialmediamarketing.com.au/13. And remember as well, like when I talk about posting regular content, you're like, I can't think of anything to post. Repurpose your content. Go back and have a look on Instagram or your Facebook stats and have a look at the 5 posts that were the most popular and repurpose them. Repurpose them into a video if they were a post. Repurpose them into a post if they were a video. Change the photo out. Change the words out slightly. Change the messaging a little bit, but repurpose. Of course, I talked about repurposing for a whole episode on episode 53, which of course you can find at socialmediamarketing.com.au/53. My third do join Facebook groups and be super proactive in them. Remember the age-old give, ask. We need to give value before we can ask for things back. Use Facebook groups to learn about your ideal client. Learn more about what the market actually wants and needs that you could help them with. And also use Facebook groups to grow your own business and find the right people to hang out with. Facebook groups are amazing if you are proactive in them and if you get the right Facebook group that suits you. And depending on what you want, depending on whether you want people to hang out with and help you grow your business or whether you're looking for ideal clients. But Facebook groups, really, they're one of those things, as the more energy you put into them, the more energy you will get out of them. Number 4, do nurture your leads. They say a client needs about 16 touch points before they make a decision to buy. Now, that's quite debatable when it comes to retail. I get that, in that sometimes we just want the vase. We may not have ever bought from that person or know that person. We just want the vase. But it's fairly true for business to business. There are the exceptions, of course. I know that someone joined my 6-week mastermind program last round purely on a recommendation. They'd never heard of me. They'd never talked to me. They'd never listened to one of my podcasts, but someone else who was doing it said, I'm doing this. I think it'd be great for you. And they rang me up and they said, I'm in. Can I get in? And it was kind of like, whoa. Okay, let's have a bit of a chat about this. So sometimes it's not always the rule that they need 16 touch points, but there are exceptions out there. But have a look in your own business. If you need 16 touch points to take someone to go from cold traffic to a buyer, how many touch points do you have in your business and how far apart are those? are those touch points? Like if Facebook is your only touch point, is your only marketing channel, and you post there once a week, that's a really long nurture time. And then we're even just assuming that the algorithm is actually showing your posts to all your audience 16 times in 16 weeks. Think about it. What sort of touch points do you need so that your buyers know when they want to buy, or not when they want to buy, but what touch points do you have inside your business to take people on that journey from cold traffic to a buyer? Okay, number 5 of the do's. Do use conversational marketing and H2H marketing, human to human marketing. Use it everywhere for everyone. Watch how often you talk about you, and watch how often you are using customer-centric language. And if in doubt as to whether or not you're talking about yourself too much, or whether it's customer-centric language, say it like you would at a barbecue. Say it out loud. Say it like you're talking to another human being. We've all sat next to that person at a barbecue, at a dinner, and all they've done is talk about themselves. I had a phone call not so long ago about someone who wanted to do a collaboration with me, and I was super excited because, it was a really great collaboration idea. We both had very similar target markets, but I can tell you that I spent 20 minutes on the phone with that person, and I don't think that person drew breath. So, it was all about them and what the collaboration could do for them, and nothing about, their ideal client, me. They wanted me. So there was nothing in there for me. They weren't using their customer-centric language. They were just talking about themselves. So, of course, that collaboration hasn't occurred. And number 6, finally, the last do. Do be you. Do be real. And hey, it's okay to get off topic. It seriously doesn't have to be about business all the time, especially on social media. It's called social media. You have to be social. Sometimes you need to let the guard down. Sometimes you just need to be real, and it's okay to, not talk about business when it's appropriate. It's all about your branding. What do you want people to remember about you and remember about your branding? Well, that's it. 6 do's, 6 don'ts. Where did you stand with both of those? Perhaps there's things you need to stop doing. Perhaps there's things you need to start doing. Or either way, maybe there are just things that you think that you do, but you could just tweak a little bit. Of course, you are exactly where you need to be today. You are exactly where you need to be. The only way from today, of course, is forward. That is it for episode 91. If you've got questions, look, head into the Like-Minded Business Owners group and ask away, or send me a DM on Instagram. Or, of course, my email address is Jen Donovan. No, it's not. It's jen@jendonovan.com.au. And, of course, I will be back next Thursday with another great episode to help you simplify your business in 2020. If you're enjoying this podcast, then I would really love you to hit the subscribe button, and hopefully you might share this with another superstar business owner who is doing that daily grind, who would really appreciate you making their business life a little bit simpler. If you get a chance, I'd love a rating and a review to show me how much you are loving this podcast. Thanks to Mel, who is on Instagram at MelDBusiness, for leaving me a little review on the podcast on Apple Podcasts as well. She said it's a little gold mine. I love listening to this podcast. Jen has a way with words, and I love hearing her insightful guests. A must listen if you want some marketing gold nuggets and gold nuggets that are actionable and will make a difference to your business. Thank you so much, Mel. I really appreciate that, and I really love you in my Like-Minded Business Owners group as well. You are always giving awesome value. So, maybe you could leave me a rating and a review and have your rating and review read out on my podcast as well. But of course, that is all for episode 92. one, I will of course see you back here for episode 92. But in the meantime, hey, let's get social on social, and you'll find me at Instagram, Facebook, and on LinkedIn. But whatever you do, my small business peeps, remember, as my opening song says, there is no point in dreaming small.
Say you're proud, be true, and let us see you for the star that you are. No point in dreaming small.